Hey all, Hipper here, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm taking out the tier 7 German cruiser, the Prinz Eugen. And this is because I really haven't been playing this game a lot in the last year or so, but I heard that this ship actually got a buff, finally, after, I don't know, 3 or 4 years of Hipper actually being superior to its premium sibling here, which is, well, kind of weird. So what all I can say is, well, this buff has been a long time coming, and thank you very much for actually doing it, because now Prinz Eugen is actually better than Hipper. Not by much, but it is definitely better, and it should be, because it is a premium ship. So why would you pay money or XP for the ship when for 4 years the Tech Tree ship, which is free, the Hipper, was actually better in pretty much every way except the torpedoes. But anyway, that has been fixed now, because Eugen is definitely the best of the German cruisers now, I think. Mines, I don't really count that, because that's not a Hipper. I don't count it as a Hipper. Anyway, so I'm gonna just sail into this little spot here and take a breather. We were, getting in, attracting fire like you do in an agile cruiser, and now we're just gonna reevaluate the situation here and see how everybody else is positioned. So in the meantime, I'll just show you my build. So of course we're running a full agile build on Eugen here. We have improved reload, and then we have double rudder, and then we have the main battery reload here again. This is what's important though. You can actually run sonar, reload boost and heals at the same time. And if you watch my channel, I love ships with utility. I think the reload has been improved a bit as well. I don't really care about that. All I care about is a loadout, right? I can run so many useful things now: sonar, and and the heal, and the reload boost. So it's perfect now. Before you had to choose between reload or sonar, and of course, like, who's gonna give up sonar on a German cruiser? Well, nobody. So you might as well play Hipper then, which is what I certainly did. I racked up a lot of Hipper battles, where I would actually I would rather have played Eugen, but because it's just, it was inferior, right? I always ended up playing Hipper instead. Hipper is also just a tad bit more agile, but I mean, it's around like 0.1 or 2 of a second or something like that. It's also a little bit shorter, so the turning radius is actually quite a bit shorter. So here we use that sonar, right? It's 5.6 kilometers, so I can actually spot this annoying Plymouth here and make sure everyone can kill him off. Most other cruisers have around 4 point something sonar, so that's why you don't give up sonar on German cruisers. Then you might as well play something else. So anyway, good thing is they don't have to give it up anymore, and it just yoink that kill there. Yoink, done. And now we're going to just consider what we're going to do again, because I'm attracting a lot of fire here as usual. So Prinz Eugen is an old ship. It was one of the first premiums available, and I can't even remember. I think it was for gold or doubloons, whatever it's called, or maybe it was some sort of thing, but yeah, whatever. It was one of the first like true premiums, and a premium that was different from the original ship. And in the beginning it was quite good. It was perhaps equal to Hipper, right? But like I said, you had to give up either the reload boost or the sonar to actually play this ship here, which doesn't make any sense. And I don't know why this as a premium wasn't released with the ability to actually use both consumables at the same time, because I mean, that's what you want to do, right? So anyway, this has become a great agile cruiser now, because it has so much utility. Sure, it doesn't have radar, but it does have that 5.6 kilometer sonar that goes out to 5.6 kilometers, right? So it's 2/3 of a radar, and it lasts much longer. But to make use of that sonar, of course, you have to be within 5.6 kilometers of the enemy. And a lot of people still use Eugen as a long-range spammer of HE or whatever, and that's not what the ship is supposed to do. You're supposed to be island hogging, just like I am here, sonaring any DDs in the cap, and then hopefully someone will shoot at them, or you can maybe even take them out yourself. So it seems like we're pretty much done over here on this right flank here. I have a lot of support, so it's been a lot easier than I actually imagined, and perhaps there's a too few ships over there on the the left flank, and I think in a minute I will be pinging the map to just try to tell people that okay, I can take it from here. I spawned here. I'm fine here. Just go over there and do stuff. And there we have a destroyer that's spotted. So let's try to get rid of him. And this game is turning out pretty well so far. I just got another kill there. I didn't deserve that kill at all, but still, I got it up to 3 now. So I'm thinking, well, this could be a cracking match. This one here, channeling the old meta jerk here. I don't even know if he still plays the game. I haven't really been keeping up. Like I said, I hope he does, but yeah, not really sure. Anyway, like I said, we're pretty much done here. So we have this annoying Harbin here hiding behind the island, and it's just gonna be like super annoying because someone has to sail there and take him out. And if I don't do it, someone else will have to do it, and it's gonna take forever. And all I really want to do is to go over on the left flank and spank some ships over there. But on the other hand, there's only 4 enemies left, and one of them is a carrier, so we don't really care about that much. So if we can move this Harbin here, then yeah, the battle is won pretty much. So then we're thinking, okay, well, if the battle is already in the bag, let's try to make this a Kraken battle. And I don't usually do that. I would rather, I don't know, do something crazy. Like when the battle is pretty much like this, and you're, okay, we're going to win unless someone does something extremely stupid. Then sometimes I do something extremely stupid. So I'll go, take on a battleship by myself or something or the other. And, it's fun. But yeah, that's what I do. Anyway, we're gonna go for the Kraken hunt here. And you can see there's only a constellation left over here. And I think there's the Russian tier 8, whatever it's called. And then this Harbin here. So, the Harbin is gone now, so that's about it. The Donskoy, that's the one I meant. And then there's a carrier, but like, who cares about carriers? So anyway, while I sail here from the right flank all the way to the left flank, because no one else is on the left flank, as usual, then I'll just tell you what I think of the ship here. Well, it's definitely better. It's better than Hipper, yes. The torpedoes are 8 kilometers instead of Hipper's 6 kilometers, and that makes a huge difference. Actually a massive difference, and because I can now use the reload boost and the sonar at the same time, this is going to be my go-to German cruiser when I play. Like I said, I don't care much for mines. Yes, it's powerful, actually a little bit too powerful, I think. It's almost a little Weimar, really. Kind of yeah, a bit of a wanker ship, really, to be honest. So I'd much rather play Eugen or Hipper, where you have to really use your AP to make these ships here shine, and I enjoy that. I hate HE focused ships, except for Atago, which really isn't really that much of a HE ship anymore. It's been totally power crept by Cleveland and all the other ships. So whatever. Anyway, I haven't actually played Atago for a long time either. Anyway. There's 2 ships over here on the flank, and we're gonna just move in and hopefully bag one of them so we can get our Kraken. We had 4 kills now. So yeah, like I said, the utility now is actually really, really good. 3 sonars, 3 reload boosts, and apparently 3 healths that I've already used. They are small healths, or heals, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I mean, these things disappear pretty quickly. And I even have fully packed here running, so I have 1 more than most people do, unless you run, fully packed or an agile build, whatever you want. This is what I run, and I find it excellent. So like I said, I love to see stuff like this. I love to see ships being given more utility, more things to do other than just shooting at other ships. I mean, yes, that was fun for the first year or so, but these days, you're going to need a little bit more than that. And I think, well, I hope Wargaming is going to expand, well, I've been saying that for 5 years now, probably, into like more utility, instead of just, shooting and carriers and stuff like that. It's really boring. What we need is like mine layers and ships that have to work together for a common purpose, other than just sinking other ships. I mean, that's just not enough, at least not anymore. So, adding in some utility for these ships here is pretty much the only thing that's going to bring me back to this game. And I don't think that's going to happen because this is a, sink or get sunk game, and you know, it's a bit of a shame. You know, it's there's so much potential here, but it's just all comes down to who can shoot the other ship first and who can do the most damage. That's it. There's really nothing else in World of Warships to come for. I mean, there are so many options, so many things you could add to the ships that would make it, you know, you would need other ships to actually cap, not just yourself and stuff like that. But there's the Kraken, by the way. But like I said, probably not gonna happen. But at least Prince Eugen is now a ship with full utility, not just either picking utility or damage. And now you can actually do both, which is pretty great. So yeah, pretty low damage Kraken in here. We're still number 1 though. But yeah, anyway. So that's Prince Eugen for you guys, the buffed version here. And yeah, it is better than Hipper now.